NEW Arty Party continues here from the Wise Hall. Justin Morissette and Matt Joseph. And Matt, up next, we are going to see from Coco Flash, usually in the tag division. Tonight, he's in singles action against a debuting wrestler who I personally have never laid eyes on before, but he's got all kinds of hype coming out of the Lionsgate Dojo. Zero G making his NEW debut.
Yeah, you talk to anybody that trains at the Lionsgate Dojo, and Zero G has been on the tip of their tongue over the last few months. Very excited to see his debut here. Who knows what he's capable of? We know what Coco Flash is capable of, and you better hope that Zero G can keep up with him tonight.
Absolutely nobody better to make your name against in your debut. See what you can do against Coco Flash. Coco, Zero G, next.
Samuel calling to ring the bell to get us started. Zero G, Coco Flash. A show of sportsmanship between both men as we get started. Zero G, look at his face, absolutely amped up as he enters his first lockup.
Of course, Coco Flash is about the quickest there is, or right up there anyways. If you want to establish yourself as a high-flying speedster, he is one of the best to do it against, and it's a tough test to be sure. But I gotta say, I am impressed by what we've seen from the athleticism from Zero G here in the early stages.
Yeah, so far so good for Zero G. If he's nervous, he's not showing it.
Neither competitor has really done much damage, but they're flexing their skills at least.
And now come to a bit of a standoff here before they go back at it.
Collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring. Takedown from Coco Flash. And this might be a bit more of a technical wrestling bent than we've seen from Flash in the past, but he really has a pretty versatile skill set. He can do it all.
Absolutely.
And he just might have to if he wants to escape with the W here against Zero G.
Zero G tried to catch Coco Flash off guard with that drop kick to the head. Coco ducks it and fixes his hair in the process.
Look good, feel good, play good, baby. It's all in the game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Coco Flash.
But he does it all with a big smile.
And went vintage Illa Tribe on him.
And a slap in the face for good measure.
Disrespect from Coco Flash. Dodges the slap, and he'll kick Zero G into the corner.
And Zero G gets his slap back now. What was mutual respect is now mutual disrespect.
Oh, wow! What a reversal from Zero G to duck out of the way of that clothesline. And he's hitting top speed right here. Big chop to the chest. Zero G showing us what he can do in his debut, not just in NEW, but a professional wrestling ring, period. His first pro match in a standing moonsault could put it away. No, Coco Flash kicks out, and he will wisely roll to the outside to catch his breath.
As the crowd on their feet chanting Zero G, Zero G. They are impressed with what they see so far, Justin.
Listen to this place. These folks have never seen this guy before, and they immediately love him.
Zero G tried to sneak attack Coco outside the ring there, looking to sneak attack on the way in.
And Coco catches Zero G.
A huge drop kick reversal there by Coco Flash going for that cover.
Kick out for Zero G, and you have to think if Coco had been a little quicker on that cover, that might have been all she wrote right there.
Absolutely. I think he caught Zero G off guard. And the fans continue to chant Zero G's name.
Trying to will him back into the fight as Coco clearly has the upper hand right now. Middle rope moonsault from Coco Flash. Incredible athleticism on both sides of this equation. Wow.
Well, you know, Coco Flash is going to want to put on a show back in an NEW ring for the first time since him and Gorilla Shug captured those championships. So definitely wanting to put on a show, but zero gravity, tough customer for Coco Flash.
Absolutely, Zero G with the reversal there now. Springboard elbow off the ropes, catching Coco Flash off guard. And once again, Zero G, you can see him drawing the energy of the fans and kipping up.
More clotheslines here from Zero G. Huge drop kick will send Coco staggering into the corner. And now's your chance, kid. Get after him. This is it right here for Zero G. Running knee right into the chin of Coco Flash. And that had to harm the air supply. Flash staggering against the ropes, but he will send Zero G to the outside. Now Coco taking flight with a tope suicida.
Oh, vintage Coco Flash right there. Zero G was clapping and trying to get the fans behind him once again, and that gave Coco Flash just that little bit of time he needed to take momentum back into his side of the court as he just throws Zero G back in the ring. And now Coco Flash not paying attention. What is he doing?
Keep your eyes on the ball, Coco! As Zero G responds with a tope suicida of his own, and the Wise Hall is coming unglued for the new guy.
And Zero G goes into a supporter section there. The supporter section starting all those chants in his name. High fives for Zero G.
He's well represented in both corners of this ring, I gotta say.
Absolutely.
These two got to get back to the match, though. Stop feeding off the energy of the crowd. Try and focus on the match at hand here.
Well, maybe that's what feeds Zero G. You never know.
A running shooting star splash, and that was nearly it. Coco with the shoulder up.
Oh, Zero G thought he had him. What a victory it would have been in his debut to take him down with that running shooting star.
We have seen some impressive maneuvers already from Zero G. And I have to ask, Matt, what more does he have left? But neither of us know. We've really never seen his arsenal before.
Exactly. We know what Coco Flash is capable of, but we don't know what Zero G still has in his bag of tricks. Well, he's not going to show that bag of tricks off by getting dumped on his face like that. Now, Coco Flash
looking for that Schmurda stomp, but Zero G rolls out of the way into a roll-up, and he nearly grabbed his first victory.
And again, Coco Flash kicks out.
Quick pinfall attempts from Zero G, and Coco perhaps looking for one of his own right here. Oh my! They nearly bridged out, but instead will roll out of it. Schoolboy! Backslide.
Nobody wins with a backslide. You guys know that. Rookie mistake there by Zero G going for that backslide, perhaps now looking for a suplex.
Into a cover off that Falcon Arrow! And you have to credit the resiliency of our tag champion, Coco Flash. I don't think anyone thought he could kick out of that, and yet the match continues.
100%, but you know what, gentlemen? That was closer to 3 that time than it was 2, and perhaps Zero G now showing that he has the upper hand, calling to go to the top.
Zero G maybe looking to put the finishing touches on one half of the NEW Tag Champs here.
Zero G up to the top.
450, but Coco able to roll out of the way. Coco running drop kick right into the midsection. And Zero G is stalled out on that bottom turnbuckle, but he will roll out of the way just in the nick of time. Stiff strike right to the face, just took Coco off his feet. And Zero G climbing that turnbuckle yet again.
Coco Flash, maybe something else in mind here.
Zero G fighting back for all he's worth. Coco Flash now. Spanish fly by Coco Flash.
Oh my God! And that might silence the Zero G hooligan section this evening, but perhaps not.
They are still singing his name here at the Wise Hall.
It's almost like a European soccer crowd over there for Zero G.
Absolutely.
And the fans chanting, "This is awesome."
Zero G rolling out of the way of that Schmurda stomp yet again, looking for a German suplex, but Coco able to reverse into an O'Connor roll, and he will grab the victory! Surprise win!
King
For Coco
Cosma,
Flash shouldn't be a surprise. He should have been the heavy favorite, but Zero G really surprised us in that match.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm a little bit surprised, a little bit shocked that Coco Flash took the victory home, because I thought at points Zero Gravity was going to have this one. But you know what? That veteran savvy, that veteran presence of Coco Flash, that Spanish fly, and then that roll up, taking the victory home. But Coco now calling Zero G to his feet.
An astonishing debut, to say the least.
And still, despite the disrespect, a show of sportsmanship by Coco Flash, and a big hug for Zero Gravity. Soak it up, young man. You may not have been victorious tonight, but it doesn't mean that you were a loser.
Well, he's going to be remembering that match for a real long time. What a huge evening for Zero Gravity. Not just him, though. I think everybody sitting ringside at the Wise Hall tonight will remember what they just saw.
Absolutely.
I'm Justin Morissette.
I'm Matt Joseph.
And we want to thank you for watching NEW on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment, of course, weigh in. But if you subscribe, you will be alerted to the next match that NEW makes available right here online. So come on back for more on Nation Extreme Wrestling YouTube.